We're at case number 4, World War I, the Great War, 1914, 1918. One of the most fantastic nurse's uniforms you'll ever see is in this museum. This one here. It belonged to a Canadian nurse. I've got her complete uniform, unfortunately just one shoe. When I obtained this, I also got 2 photo albums and a scrapbook. In the photo album, there were dozens of pictures of her wearing this outfit, as you can see here, and a lot of photographs were in surgery during surgical work. She was engaged, however, her fiance was killed in World War I and she never married. But one of the best nurse's uniform I've ever seen. Gas was introduced in World War I, and gas masks were issued to not only civilians and soldiers, but even to horses. So this is a horse gas mask there. Everybody likes knives, and everybody loves the trench knives. These were vicious weapons created by the French and later adopted by the Americans. So we do have those. One of the things I do have a lot of interest in is their U.S. Marine Corps, and I have great Marine Corps stuff. The illustration up here is a framed illustration of a illustration that was in the Ladies' Home Journal in 1918. The Ladies' Home Journal was a tabloid-sized newspaper that featured a lot of patriotic scenes, and they were produced just to stir patriotism. This particular illustration would be later painted by Erwin Schwabe in 1919. The painting hung in the Manhattan Museum for 70 years, returned to the Schwabe family, who sold it to an art dealer, and I purchased it from her, so I have that great painting in the museum. So since they're Marines, I put the Marine Corps helmets. Marines like to be different, so they have their Eagle Globe and anchor on it, and a great Marine Corps uniform along with an American uniform from the 3rd ID, which are located here outside of Savannah. The painting, incidentally, is featured in this book here. It's featured in a lot of different books on the history of World War I. Some of the other artifacts in here are some nice medal groupings. Medals were introduced pretty much in World War I, and these are all name groupings to individuals. And I can see all 3 men received the Purple Heart, which is for wounds. All right, we'll move on.